This question came in from a student about an application problem that involved a percent increase. Now, something to make note of in general with percent increase is that if you're looking for a total after the increase, you have to remember to add the amount that you started with. So here's the problem. In a certain year, 28% of the adults in a certain country viewed a college education as essential for its success. For the following 10-year period, this percentage increased by approximately 2.6 each year. The percentage of adults from this country who viewed a college education as essential for success X years after the first year can be represented by blank. So here's how we could approach this problem, and I'm going to go just a little bit further beyond just this small part of the problem because this is really just the early step of a bigger problem. And though we only need to come up with that expression, I want to show you how to even go further than that so that in the future when you get to the full problem, you can also complete that. So what I have here on the screen for you is that strategy for problem solving, and I've lined up step 1, 2, and 3. We don't have all the information we need to answer a question like the math, like the full problem. We're just asked to get as far as step 2, but I wanted to show you these first 2 steps. So number 1, read the problem carefully several times until you can state in your own words what's given and what the problem is looking for. And then let X or any other variable represent one of the unknown quantities in the problem. So you'll see that what I've done here to start with is I have stated what X is equal to, and I pulled this one right out of the problem. Sometimes we have to come up with our own X, but they're telling us that percentage of adults from a country who viewed a college education as essential X years after the first year. So I know that I can let X equal the number of years after the first year. What I'm trying to do in this problem is come up with a way to describe the percent of adults after the first year who, I didn't write all of this, and you don't always have to write all of this, but you could if you wanted to be more complete here. Say the percent of adults after the first year who viewed a college education as essential for success. But notice that you don't have to write all of that out. So if I wanted to just get as far along as a step 2, describing the coming up with a way to describe the percentage of adults from this country who viewed this college education as essential for success X years after the first year, then here's what I need to do. I've got to start with how many students, or people rather, sorry, we started with, and that is the 28. So we had 28%. And then what we're going to do is we're going to increase that by 2.6% each year. So if it's 2.6% per year, and we're talking X years, then do you see that this is going to be 2.6x? 2.6 times how many years we are after that first year. And so our total is going to come from adding these two. Now there's 2 different ways you could write it. We could say 28 plus 2.6x, or you could, let's just leave it like that. There are other ways we could write this, but let's just keep it simple and leave it like, leave it in that form. 28% plus 2.6% x. And that's all that this problem is asking us to do, because we don't have more information, such as a question that says find in 17 years after the initial year how many people found the college education important, etc. Well, I hope that this short video has helped you have a better understanding of this part of the problem. Please let me know if you still feel that it's unclear. I'm happy to go back to clarify more or to do other problems for you.